I'm Heechan Kim. Pronoun will be he and him. Identify myself as a gay man.
My name is Thomas Warnock. This is my husband. My pronouns are he and him. And I identify as a gay man.
Since 2011. Okay. And you tell the story because
It's not a good story. This club is opening in Astoria called Icon. And we agreed that, or my friends and I agreed that we would meet there, and then something with permits and everything went wrong, so we wanted to go into this other place and met at this bar, and there was this man who kept staring at me and kept following me. Me and my friends were dancing, and at this time it was 2011, so it was a different time. Don't judge me, I was smoking. And we went outside, and I went outside to have a cigarette, and this man was following me, so I went back in, and then I went back out, and when I came back out, he was following me, so I turned around and I was like, "Hey, are you following me, little man?" And he was like, "Yes," and I was like, "Oh." Like, it really didn't, it wasn't as pretty as it should have been, but honestly, everything from that has been.
Yeah, I kind of followed him around. So it worked out.
It did. In the end, it all worked out. No regrets.
Well, besides the obvious handsomeness, he has this presence and like charisma that when he comes into the space, he kind of like, he has this thing that he kind of owns the space. So I like that aura of him.
The thing I love most about Heechan is his patience, his calm. He always brings me to this very sort of easy, soft place where I don't have to think about too much or be too, in control of anything. He's just really sort of the calm that I need in my life. He's really taught me to not be, just not be so caught up in the details.
So you would be a little kind of opposite thing, because I'm so that. So I need little bit more planning, a little bit more details in life, and like see ahead in life rather than just everything just let it happen to me. So we're kind of like,
Okay.
kind of find each other's like middle, and I think we complement each other in that way. And we kind of both little bit of holders.
A little bit of hoarders?
Yeah, we
Okay.
are a little bit, right? I like a little bit of chaos, and that's in my mind. I have an order in that chaos, obviously,
Right. But if you're not in his mind, you can't find anything.
so that's
So it took us a while to work this out, and the organized chaos has become a lot more understandable for both of us. Growing up, I expected 2.2 and a Volvo wagon, and a golden retriever and a picket fence. I was raised on the American idyllic that that's exactly what was going to happen. And when I finally had to face the truth that I was gay, I really wasn't willing to compromise that. And Heechan and I don't know, it's just, when you meet that person, it doesn't really matter what your ideals are or what it was. It's just about you two growing and learning and figuring out how your life is. And the road's still pretty long for us, so we've talked about fostering, we've talked about kids, we already have a dog, we moved to Jersey, which was a huge upheaval for him, getting out of Brooklyn. We have a cat, he's very mean. No, but we've built our little family and we've carved out our nation. I don't think we're done growing, and I don't know exactly how far it'll go, but it doesn't matter as long as it's with him.
I'm from Korea, South Korea. So when I grew up, like there was no concept of getting married as a gay man. So I actually didn't have any, like I didn't grow up with like thinking about like getting married. Like that's just not in the picture ever. And so for me, like actually getting married and like living this life is kind of my own American dream, I would say. And it sounds cheesy, but it is, right?
He's my American dream.
That's sort of the way that we kind of announce to the world, even though we're just doing the same thing, but that the wedding, getting married is something that we kind of say out loud to the world, right?
Yeah. I think us getting married was more symbolic for our families, so that they understood the unity that we had, the life that we planned to grow together, and who we were as individuals. And although we both expected a little static from either side when we actually came out, our families were surprisingly accepting, and they were super open arms. And Heechan thought his mom would never, ever, ever like me, and she loves me.
She does.
And my mom loves him, and our families have, really grown. My nieces refer to us as, those are my uncles, and it's all very accepted. It's all very normal. Do we have any relationship role models? Do you? I mean, we're never going to check the Ozzy and Harriet box. But exactly, dating myself. No, I think that we both come from very traditional backgrounds, and we do have an idyllic picture of our parents and the way that their relationships were. Outside of the gay realm, in so much as all of the people that we know who have, many different versions of relationship, and no judgment on any of them, but we really did want a traditional monogamous relationship. Do what you want.
Yeah, just do it.
My advice to every queer couple that's getting married is make no apologies and do everything that you do that is special to you. Doesn't matter whether you want to throw spaghetti at the wall, or walk down in white dresses, or do whatever it is that you think you need to do. It's most important that you represent yourself. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that you're going to see is your partner.
And it's like, it doesn't have to be like fancy or anything. It could be very small, just you and your partner, or it could be like small family gathering. It could be like big fancy wedding, but
100%.
yeah.
Don't make mountains out of molehills. Remember to be patient. And always, never, ever, 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 ever go to bed angry.
You just have to find your own inner peace to deal with any other relationships you have. So like, find yourself in peace first, then you...
I think what you're trying to say is, if you don't love yourself, how and how you
I mean,
love somebody else.
that's kind of it. That's what it is. But like, it's not only about love yourself. It's about like find the place that you feel like really peaceful in mind. So like the things you like about me, like being calm and like find your strength inside.
Sure.
Then you will be happier with your relationship with other people. For sure.
Back to root.
Back to root.
Back to root.